Alright, welcome to today's video. If you are stuck under $50,000 a month, it's because you did not plant this funnel inside the business. Over the next 7 to 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what that funnel is and how you can start cracking $50,000 a month consistently with your coaching consulting business. Now, a little bit about me. My name is Jace Wojo. I do well over $1.5 million a month inside of my agency business, and I'm one of the, last agency owners online who are able to spend 5 figures a day, have a team of 100 plus people, run an 8-figure business every single year, and profitably do that. Most agency owners or coaches or consultants get stuck, around that 50K, 100K a month mark range, and most of them don't even touch 10K a month. So if you have traction with your offer, you're getting people to buy. Now it comes down to what's the right funnel to help me scale that has high ROAS that will, bridge that gap for me. Now, the problem's not your ads. I actually took a lot of notes down for myself here to make sure that you get the most value possible. So subscribe if you're new to the channel. A lot more content like this. I'm in beautiful San Diego right now on a quick work trip, and I want to record this for you. It's not your ads. It's the system. It's not the targeting. It's not the creative. It's not all this stuff that are easy, quick fixes. You have to rehaul the entire system that you're using to get the most results possible. You're just using the wrong funnel for the wrong stage of the business. When you're first starting out, I always tell people, if you run a webinar because you have less social proof, you got less trust, but you can sell your offer on a webinar, means your offer is really, really fucking good, which means that I can then take the offer, go to a book call funnel, I can go to VSL, I can go to DM ads, etc. Right? Webinars are great in the beginning, but there's also another funnel, which is the follower funnel, that will allow you, if you create consistent content, to also be able to get high ticket buyers inside of the ecosystem and higher quality book calls with very, very high show rates. The only problem is that this funnel will cap at certain points, right? So you want to scale to 100K a month, this funnel is probably not the best thing to use. But if you're stuck below 50K, this is the sweet spot for you because cost per acquisition will rise as you get more clients to the door. Okay. Now, here's what most online business owners don't understand is that most of the strategies that you use to get to 10K a month, 15K a month, 20K a month are not going to get you to 50K a month, right? You might have done like some cold email stuff to get to 10K a month, or you did some cold outreach, or you did some LinkedIn outbound, or some, maybe a webinar or two. That stuff's great. And you can run webinars forever. You can run webinars till you're at $1 million a month like me. But it's about what else will prove my concept and let me sell more days out of the week. A webinar, you sell 1 day a week, but at scale, it's very profitable. But if you run DM ads or follower ads, I'm going to go over in this video, it allows you to get book calls every single day, and it's a good supplement or a bolt-on to a webinar or to a book a call funnel as you decide to scale and grow. When you're under 50K a month, most businesses are doing these 3 things completely incorrect. You're trying to sell too early. Straight to cold traffic is number 1. No one knows who you are. They don't fucking trust you. And you're trying to sell them some $4,000 to $10,000 high ticket program, and they have no clue who you are. You don't even have the authority or the audacity to be charging that much money. Also, the second thing is you're optimizing for more calls on the calendar instead of buyers. So like, how are you segmenting that data? What are you using to convert that to the Facebook pixel through Conversion API? I use Hyros for that. But we'll touch on those things during the video. And also, you're using funnels that are meant for businesses like 10 times the size. You're trying to have this massive call funnel, but you don't have a sales team. So you're building a call funnel, right, with a VSL, and you're like, yeah, let's get more book calls. And then you get book calls, and you don't even know how to hire salespeople because you never even had a proven offer. And now you're getting all these book calls, and you're the owner, so you're closing more even on a shittier offer. And then you decide to hire salespeople, and salespeople can't sell the offer like you because you're the owner, they're not. So it's completely different. And you're getting more calls, but you're getting lower show rates. And on top of that, you're also getting, like lower CAC because you're the owner. So the funnel looks good until you decide to scale it. And that's where you start having the plateau because your salesperson's not you. Your offer is not really that great at scale. And you spent such a small amount of money on ads that gave the offer some type of market validation, but it wasn't enough to scale to thousands a day in ad spend. And like these 3 things are going to create chaos. You're going to have more calls. You're going to have lower show rates, higher CPLs, and ultimately you're going to be pressured day in and day out to keep fixing the ads. And it's not just about the ads, it's way more than that. And you really don't like hit 50K or more a month by doing more. You actually do it by doing less. So, and it's in that order. Like, if you think that making $50K a month is about working harder, talking to more leads, you don't have a sales team. If you think $50K or more is about having a higher ticket offer and selling less people, yeah, but now you got to comb through more leads, which means more ad spend, right? So you have the right sweet spot kind of offer with a good mid-tier to a higher ticket offer that you can send people into. It's a lot more efficient that way, but you're just, you're doing it more through content, building trust, etc. At this stage in your business, your funnel has one job and one job only, which is to warm people up before they even talk to you. If your funnel is strictly relying on you to convince people through a VSL or through anything, it's already too late. Your funnel's not there to convince, your funnel's there to convert, right? So now you're trying to pull more teeth on a higher price point offer and no one trusts you in the first place. And that's the difference between funnels that cap at $20K a month versus the ones that can scale past $50, $75, $100K a month. This funnel works because it does three things extremely well with less effort and less ad spend. Number one, it creates familiarity. If I am familiar with the content, if I'm familiar with the ask, if I'm familiar with the actual targeting and the avatar, there's just more familiarity. It's a lot easier for it to be sold. It builds familiarity, which is, when I see content, when I go to a DM, or if I'm a follower, now they're familiar with you, okay? It filters buyers. Because if I become a follower and then I get outreached and I'm afraid to be outreached, now I'm giving you sales resistance. But if I'm open to a conversation, that means I'm open to being sold. And it pre-sells them because they know that if you DM them, you're basically there to try to sell them. Like, it's not rocket science. So if I go to a book call, I know there's sales resistance, and I don't even know if they're going to show up. If I'm getting them to reply, that's half the battle of a show rate. Like, for the lead to reply in DM is better for me to know than just a book call who hasn't been contacted yet. The DM actually replied, they saw my message, and they want to continue the conversation. And now I can pre-sell them, pre-warm them up, and have a higher show rate because they already spoke to me, who's the guy first, okay? There's no complexity with this. There's no fluff. There's no weird process or weird web system that people like to show you on these YouTube videos. They like to put up this big ass screen with all these web effects. It's really not that deep, okay? You have a follower ad. It gets boosted, $50, $75 a day. You run that. Everybody that follows you, you outreach them and you DM them and you build conversations. You set calls. You have higher show rates. You close people, okay? And you can hire a setter easily to do this. So there's really 4 parts to this funnel, okay? And the first part is attraction, okay? This is where you're running your follower ads and doing content, okay? At this stage, most people run conversion ads straight up. These ads are not designed to sell. They're actually designed to get a lot of fucking followers and build brand and build community, okay? It's a lot easier to sell somebody they've been following you, watch your content daily. They're now more pre-qualified or pre-warmed up to the fact that you have something to sell that solves their unique problem. And this is through follower ads. These are engagement ads inside of Facebook Ads Manager. It's also short form video at the same time. I can retarget video views and I can go conversion based on DM, which we'll get to in the conversion part. But the first part's all about attraction, okay? I'm Jason Wojo. I help people take their sales calendar, condense it into 1 hour per week using webinars. If you're tired of sales calls, low show rates, I want you to follow me here on Instagram where I post content daily on how to transition to selling on webinars, how to do it, the right landing pages, the right offers, the right concepts and psychological triggers. So click the button below, give me a follow, and that'd be my follower ad. I have multiple follower ads that run to this very day and they still run right now. And I have setters in my DMs who, outbound, outreach those followers and build rapport with them. And I send them a message. Hey, thanks for connecting. Are you currently running ads? Thanks for the follow, by the way. And that's my opening message. Just 3, quick messages all sent in different bursts. Not in one message, I send them in 3 bursts so it doesn't look like an automation because it's not an automation. Now, the whole goal behind the attraction piece is that when they follow you and then you send them a DM, they're familiar. They're like, oh, I followed them. They sent me a DM. It's not like I clicked their ad and now they're spamming me with emails and shit. The familiarity of it is a lot easier and it's not like a random spam marketing channel, right? It's a lot more efficient. It's easier on the prospect and it drops a lot of resistance a lot faster. So the ads or the attraction ads in the beginning should be there to warm them up, not sell. Okay, so that brings me to part 2. Part 2 is the cold outreach in the DMs. As soon as that prospect comes in, okay, they follow you. You wait a good 10-15 minutes, you send them a DM. You wait for them to reply. If they don't reply, you wait 1 day, you send them a message tomorrow, you say, bumping this up, did you see it? That's it. It seems natural. It's not automated. It's nice. It's not pushy. Okay, and I always go for the first thing. Saw you followed, wanted to connect, Are you currently blah, blah, blah? Like, what is their current problem? Are you currently trying to lose weight? Are you currently trying to book more calls? Are you currently trying to sell more high ticket? Like, whatever that is. Are you currently running ads? Like, find what stage they're currently in. And then the third is, thanks for the follow, by the way, awaiting your response. And that's it. You send that and you're golden. If your message feels like you're pitching in the first sentence, you're going to have that drop off. That's why I always like to thank them for following, etc. It's a lot efficient, a lot easier that way, and it builds more rapport without looking so pushy. Now, the real magic with this is that the prospect actually qualifies themselves without telling you how much money they have. They qualify themselves by how they respond. So if they respond with something like, no, just curious, disqualified. I just follow because I'm looking for more information, disqualified. But if they respond with, yes, I've been currently doing this X diet. I'm currently 180 pounds. I want to be 160. That's a better lead. The way they respond will pre-qualify the urgency behind them buying your offer 10 times out of 10. And instead of you chasing leads, because you kind of are by DMing them, but now they're chasing you because they're giving you a better response. And you get to choose who moves forward. You get to choose who you reply to that gets deeper in the funnel. Now you control who gets from top of the funnel all the way to the bottom of the funnel. So this brings me to part number 3, which is the most important step, which is the pre-sell. So if we build rapport, we lead the lead to the CTA, which is book a call. Now we get to do 2 things. We send them a pre-sell call asset. This is either a Google Doc or it's a video to watch before the call, because I can go back on Instagram tomorrow when their booked call is, and I can message them about a couple hours before and say, hey, did you get a chance to watch the video before our call at 2 p.m.? Message them at 11 a.m. You say, did you get a chance to watch that video or check out this slide deck before our call in a couple hours at 2 p.m.? And now we get to let that prospect get reminded to watch those assets before the call so that they're pre-warmed, they have watched the information, and they're ready to rock and roll and actually make a decision, okay? Because what we've seen is that if prospects don't watch the pre-call information, they're just harder to close because they got too many questions that don't pertain to a buying question. They're more about logistics. We want to get all the logistics out of the way before the call so that it's an easier close. And this is usually like a 5 to 10 minute video, going over expectations, results, what you do, why you do it, and what's going to happen on the call. This is 5 to 10 minutes. It's not a pitch. It's not something that reveals price. It is there to build expectation and to give them realistic expectation of what it is that they're getting out of the program, what kind of results. Okay, it establishes authority as well, because when you give people information and you're the main source of information, you establish more authority of the fact that you can now get even more information on the call, which is usually around a buying decision. Okay, so it establishes credibility, authority, and trust to send them that pre-call asset, because people don't just want to book calls and have no idea what the hell they're getting before the call. They want to know exact expectations, because if they get good expectations, you're going to have higher show rates. And this brings me to the 4th, which is the easiest part, the part where they close themselves. If that prospect got moved forward from top of the funnel to the bottom because of the way they answered your DM, and then your content every single day leading up to the call was good, and then the pre-call video set expectations, and then you get on the call and really just get them to sell themselves, that's where they're going to close themselves. You watch the pre-call information, you told me this was your problem, you were urgent behind your messages, where do we go from here? It's an easier layup of a sale, and those sales calls don't need to be 45 minutes to an hour, they could be 30 minutes or less, right? Also, what you could do during DM is you can kind of figure out where they are financially. Hey, if you were to invest in your health, is this a decision that you would make with your own funds, or would you need some type of funding or help with that? If so, what's your credit score? You could do that kind of simple qualification as well, so you're not wasting your time when you get on the call, so you know how to actually lean and close it. If I know the prospect's going to need funding, I know to send them a Klarna link before. If I know the prospect is going to just go straight cash, then it's an easier close at the end of the call, right? Also, in the beginning of these calls, I always go over, hey, listen, are you the only person here who needs to be, here to make a decision on your health? Are you the only person who needs to be here to make a decision on your business, or whatever that looks like? If there's anybody else, please let me know now before we proceed. That's it. So now you know there's going to be some bullshit at the end about some wife objection or some, a partner objection or my team or whatever it is. This sales call is not about chasing. It's not about convincing. It's not about applying pressure. It's about you simply just getting them to sell themselves, right? And then only thing you're testing from here, once you knock down the sales process, it's all about your cost per DM. It's all about your price points. It's all about the biggest objections you get and how you answer them. Those things will relate to you, what things you should fix inside of your offer to convert better. So I hope this, system gives you more clarity and context. Okay. What I wanted to show you real quick is, on my screen here. So what I wanted to show you here is how you actually set up that follower ad. So I'm here on my Instagram. Let's say I click a post here. I'm going to click Boost Reel. Okay. When I go to Boost Reel, it's going to take me to this exact screen here. Okay. And this is where you get to pick that goal. So a mix of actions: message you, make a purchase, visit your website, visit your profile. You do visit your profile. You're going to come down here. Who should see your ad? People similar to your followers. You're going to select that, or you do an actual like set of interests. I do 25 plus. I do a couple different interests, and then I'll set this thing to about $75 a day. And then I literally do run this ad until I pause it, and I click boost. My payment method's here. I'll get here, and then I simply just click boost reel, and I'm done. And now when people start following me, I outreach them. So I'll go here to my messages, and I'll show you what a conversation would look like. So for example, this is a lead that would come in. They get messages: what's up, saw you followed, thanks by the way, are you currently running ads? And then from there, I'm building rapport with them, asking them questions, etc., so that you know how this conversation should go. Okay, so I'm going to show you a lead that actually booked, and you can see the conversation from start to finish. Okay, what's up, saw you followed, thanks by the way, are you currently running ads? Did you get my message? Yes sir, was going to respond today. I'm not running ads, but I'm interested in starting. I'm super interested in doing webinars as well. Okay, sounds good. Just have better context. What's the main goal? How many new clients per month, target revenue, etc. Client responds here. 3 to 5K is the current revenue or target. Additional. Gotcha. If you're open to help or to explore how webinars ads would fit your business and goals, then let's connect over a call this week and have proper conversation. If there's any potential to work together, we can take it from there. Definitely down. Sounds good. How about I send over my calendar link and you can book a day and time that works for you? Yes, sir. I send it. He books. And that's it. He booked, sent the screenshot. I do not have an established website for my coaching yet. I handle everything through IG. Is this an issue? We help with the website, so that's no problem. Put in the IG. So like, this is how a conversation would go, and it's a lot easier from there. So figured I'd show you this, and overall, hope you enjoyed this video. I want you to get more book calls when you grow your business. If you want us to implement this inside of your business, just simply click the calendar link in the description below. It's also in the comment section. Book a time. One of my senior advisors will go over this with you to implement inside of your business so that you can crush it with paid ads and scale past 50K a month. I enjoy you guys watching, and I appreciate your time. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.